The world's top 10 most wanted fugitives. Forbes has consulted with law enforcement agencies in the U.S. and around the world to identify the most wanted fugitives in the world. Everyone on the list has been criminally indicted or charged, some in national jurisdictions and some by international tribunals. They are all accused of a long history of committing serious crimes and are considered a menace to the world. Number 10. DOKU UMAROV. The Osama bin Laden of Russia heads the Caucasus Emirate, which aims to establish an Islamic emirate in southern Russia. Umarov was originally a Chechen separatist, but now he is a full-blown terrorist, having claimed responsibility for terrorist attacks like the suicide bombings of Moscow subway stations that killed 40 people. The Russian government has charged him with the bombing of Moscow's Domodedovo airport that killed 36 people. The U.S. government offered up $5 million for information leading to his capture. Number 9. Joseph Kony. The head of the Lord's Resistance Army, a guerrilla group trying to establish a theocratic government, Kony has driven the killing of civilians in Uganda and more recently in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Central African Republic, and Sudan. Under Kony, the LRA has displaced 2 million people and Kony has directed the abduction of 60,000, including 30,000 children, forcing them to fight in his campaign of murder, rape, mutilation, and sexual slavery. He reputedly forces children to murder their own parents as part of their initiation into his group. The LRA has killed an estimated 2,400 civilians since 2008. The International Criminal Court has issued a warrant for his arrest, indicting Kony on 33 charges, including crimes against humanity and war crimes. Number 8. FELICIEN KABUGA. The most wanted man in Africa is accused of being the key financier behind one of the worst genocides in human history. The International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda recently started special depositions in the case against him for serious offenses under the 1949 Geneva Conventions, crimes against humanity, and genocide, in connection with the massacre of over 800,000 Rwandans in 1994. The depositions were initiated by prosecutors who feared evidence against Kabuga would be lost or deteriorate due to the passage of time or death of witnesses. Kabuga's radio station incited violence against Rwanda's Tutsi population. He also provided transportation and machetes and hoes that were used as weapons. Number 7. ALIMZHAN TOKHTAKHOUNOV. Originally from Uzbekistan, TOKHTAKHOUNOV is a big-time Russian mobster known as Taiwanchik for his Asian features. The U.S. government calls him a major figure in international Eurasian organized crime, who has been involved in drug distribution, illegal arms sales, and trafficking in stolen vehicles. He is suspected of fixing everything from beauty pageants to Olympic events in Utah. In 2002, the U.S. government indicted him for bribing Olympic figure skating judges. The U.S. tried to get him after he was arrested in Italy, but the Italians eventually freed TOKHTAKHOUNOV. Number 6. MATTEO DENARO. The head of the Italian mafia is trying to survive the Italian police's historic assault on the world's most infamous criminal group. Recently, most of the most wanted mafia figures, like Giorgio De Masi, have been nabbed by Italian police. Denaro has managed to remain free. Nicknamed Diabolic, Denaro was only emerging as a leader of the Italian mafia following the capture of Bernardo Provenzano when Denaro appeared on the first Forbes Most Wanted list. Since then, arrest of other top mafia men leave no doubt that he is the new boss. The Italian mafia's playboy, Denaro is known for living a fast lifestyle, driving Porsches and fancying Rolex watches. Number 5. NASIR al-WUHAYSHI. Osama bin Laden's former secretary, al-WUHAYSHI is the leader of al-Qaeda's increasingly powerful affiliate in Yemen, known as al-Qaeda in the Arab Peninsula. He escaped from a maximum security prison in Yemen in 2006 and is able to operate in an unstable country that is perfect for cultivating new recruits and money. Al-Qaeda in the Arab Peninsula has clearly indicated a desire to attack the U.S., taking responsibility for underwear bomber Umar Farouk Abdul-Muttalib, and according to Abdul Hakim Muhammad, backing his deadly assault at a military recruiting office in Little Rock. Number 4. SEMION MOGILEVICH. The face of Russian organized crime was briefly arrested in 2008 in Russia amid accusations of tax evasion as a cosmetics retailer. His lawyers said Mogilevich was innocent of the tax charges and he was released in 2009. The U.S. had asked that he be handed over in connection with a $150 million stock fraud, but with no extradition treaty between the U.S. and Russia, there was never much chance of it. The FBI sees Mogilevich as more than just a stock swindler and links him to allegations ranging from murder for hire to weapons trafficking to possibly trafficking in nuclear materials. Mogilevich has denied such accusations, but the FBI set up a special threat focus cell to focus on Mogilevich, indicating that he is still seen as a major criminal threat. Number 3. Dawood Ibrahim. The most wanted man in India reportedly had to postpone the wedding reception of his son after a recent shooting outside his brother's house left a bodyguard dead. Ibrahim has for years led a 5,000-member criminal syndicate known as D Company. The organized crime group has engaged in everything from narcotics to contract killing, working mostly in Pakistan, India, and the United Arab Emirates. Ibrahim shares smuggling routes with Al-Qaeda, the U.S. government says, and has collaborated with both Al-Qaeda and its South Asian affiliate Lashkar-e-Taiba, which pulled off the November 2008 Mumbai attacks, possibly with Ibrahim's help. Ibrahim is suspected of having organized the 1993 Bombay bombings that killed 257 people and wounded 713. Though the Pakistani government denies it, Ibrahim is probably in Pakistan, where he has important ties to the powerful intelligence service. Number 2. Ayman al-Zawahiri. Whether he ends up leading Al-Qaeda or not, al-Zawahiri is still wanted by the U.S. government, which indicted him for his role in the 1998 bombings of U.S. embassies in Tanzania and Kenya that killed hundreds of people. Osama bin Laden's former deputy, he was for years the number 2 man in Al-Qaeda. He is viewed as being divisive within Al-Qaeda, but now that bin Laden is gone, he is the terror group's most infamous leader. And number 1. Joaquin Guzman, the world's most wanted man. Known as El Chapo or Shorty, he has been extending his violent control over corridors in Mexico, used to smuggle cocaine and marijuana into the U.S. He is believed to be hiding in the mountains of northwest Mexico in the state of Durango. Guzman has evaded capture ever since 2001, when he escaped from a Mexican prison in a laundry cart after Mexican courts ruled he could be extradited to the U.S. At age 53, he now leads the Sinaloa cartel. The DEA believes he is more powerful today than he was 2 or 3 years ago.